TechCrunch.
Hi, TechCrunch. We got Dmitry Alimov from Frontier Ventures here with us, and just a few very brief questions. So, have you already found any interesting startups to invest? Any term sheets signed here at TechCrunch?
Well, considering that I'm here for an hour and a half, not yet, and most of the time I was on a panel, but there are some interesting people here at the conference, yes.
In your lifetime as a VC, which was the fastest term sheet signed ever?
Maybe a couple of weeks, but that's more of an exception. We usually like to get to know our entrepreneurs fairly well. So I can see when this is a sort of a co-investment situation, we could move quickly. But if we're the lead investor, we really like to get to know people we're going to be partners with really well.
And I think it would be pretty safe to say that a lot of startups here in the alley are scouting for investors here at TechCrunch. You as a VC, what do you take out of these conferences?
I think this is a very good way to meet a lot of people in a short period of time, mostly entrepreneurs, but also other investors, potential co-investors. There's some value, I suppose, in the panels and some of the speakers that are at the conference, especially TechCrunch has been very good at bringing high-quality people to Moscow. But mostly this is just a way of meeting a lot of people in a short period of time.
And for the startups that are looking for investors here, do you think it's a viable strategy for going to conferences to network and to search for potential investors?
Yes, I think that should certainly be part of their strategy, but of course not the only part. I think that as I think about the Russian entrepreneurs who are looking for investment, one thing that I do notice, and I think this is sort of particular to younger markets like Russia, is that surprisingly how little homework a lot of the startups actually do before they approach investors. So we are frequently approached about seed financing, even though we don't really do seed deals. Some of the segments that people ask us to invest in, they're just completely outside of our scope. So I would say that if an entrepreneur just read our website and just kind of understood what is that we're interested in, we would probably not receive 90% of the emails and pitches that we receive. And I think that's not very helpful because it wastes the entrepreneur's time, but it also wastes our time. And when someone kind of sends us a pitch on a sort of Hail Mary basis, people just immediately lose a lot of credibility. And I think that entrepreneurs would be much better served if they made the effort to actually do the homework.
Do you have an elevator pitch as an investor? Where you invest, how much you invest?
Sure. So we are, unlike many of the investors in the marketplace, in the sense that we like to focus on established business models where there's a successful global company that's already proven the business model itself. We're focused on the Russian-speaking space for now, and we tend to make relatively few investments because we believe in focusing on large opportunities. So we want to spend a lot of time with a small number of teams to make sure they succeed in the marketplace.
And in terms of technologies or industries that you're particularly interested in?
So most of the stuff we look at would be on the consumer side, although we do look at some business-to-business opportunities as well. Right now we're focused on financial services online. We also like marketplaces. We recently announced a marketplace investment in the Ruditer Group. We like education space, although it's a little bit too early because we don't see well-established business models globally yet. Of course, mobile services as well. So those would be some of the sort of most interesting things we're looking at.
And if you were to become an entrepreneur now, to go back into being startup founder, which industry drives you most now?
I would probably go into online financial services. I think the opportunity is huge, and I think that the Russian-speaking space is only now beginning to take advantage of that opportunity. I think that's probably, in this market, I think this is the most exciting thing right now.
I think that this would be a good reason for us to wrap up, just because we have several financial services startups right here on the Startup Alley, so you might consider going there to speak to them.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
This was
Thank
Dmitry Alimov of Frontier Ventures.
Thank you.
TechCrunch.